I've been doing this since we launched in 2018 and into early 2019. I started learning Amazon advertising and managing Amazon back-end operations. Back then, advertising was simpler with only sponsored products and sponsored brands and a few basic functions. Initially, the account was small. From 2018 to now, as the business grew, so did the number of ads and campaigns. Now, Amazon's backend differs a wider variety of ad types and more settings to adjust. Learning each ad setting and understanding its effects was the most challenging part of my journey to becoming proficient. Understanding its effects required extensive testing. With the introduction of new ad types, I will run some tests to evaluate their effectiveness. These tasks are all time-consuming. In a mature advertising landscape, the market is constantly evolving. New products launch, sellers come and go, and rankings are always shifting. In advertising, it's essential to constantly monitor metrics such as ACoS, impressions, and click-through rates with real-time tracking. Determining the success of things can be quite time-consuming as your product range grows and you increase the number of ads and campaigns, and you develop various advertising strategies and launch numerous campaigns. You'll need to track their performance. Carefully, naturally, managing this becomes complex. For example, we have over 10 campaigns, running for just 4 ASINs. Each campaign requires optimization, and you must keep track of the strategy for each one, including the necessary adjustments and what metrics to monitor. All of these tasks are both time-consuming and mentally demanding. In the market, many claim to use AI. But when I first started using ad management services or software, I found that most were rule-based. Despite the many types of ads available in the beginning, I used both services and software to manage my ads and adjust bids. A significant drawback of these tools was that I had to manually set up rules to translate my ad adjustment logic. The advantage of rule-based systems is that they offer a structured approach to implementing this logic. However, the downside of rule-based systems is that I have to set absolute values for these rules. When making adjustments, many market rules require absolute values, such as adjusting bids when impressions reach a certain number, or taking actions when ACoS hits a particular threshold. For example, if impressions exceed 1,000 and clicks are above 10, but there are no sales, I would pause that. These all have absolute values. However, during the launch of new products or in a fluctuating market, relying solely on absolute values isn't always feasible. The market conditions can vary, so it's essential to consider historical data. Rule-based systems can't fully address all my needs in these scenarios, which is a major issue. Currently, despite the availability of several AI advertising tools, I haven't found many that deliver satisfactory results. Given my engineering background, I can easily understand rule-based systems. However, I recognize that these systems require relative values and also have their limitations. When BQool approached me about their AI advertising project, I was initially skeptical and asked them to be transparent. Many so-called AI systems on the market today that, after all, turn out to be just rule-based algorithms. How can this be real AI? I told them not to promise one thing and deliver another. I was skeptical because managing ads is only a small part of running an Amazon business. There are so many other tasks to handle too. There's also handling products, customer service, and more. Since you only have a limited amount of time for advertising, you need an effective solution, so why not give it a try to see if this product performs as well as claimed? We decided to beta test BQool's AI advertising with a few of our new products. First, take each new product individually and have BQool test it using BQool's AI. Of course, during this process, I will also share my requirements, logic, and ideas with BQool so they can make gradual adjustments and work towards the final result. For these new products, the ACoS has gradually decreased over time while maintaining order volume. Since this is the first step, I requested that the ACoS be further reduced. While increasing the number of orders showing that the AI is on the right track overall, I think this is a promising performance. I didn't need to spend much time on these new products. I simply monitored reports and data. For AI, I believe AI is the future and will continue to enhance our operations. The AI has helped reduce the workload and increase efficiency, including in ad management. When BQool proposed their AI advertising solution, they are making these kinds of efforts and developments, asking for my opinion and expressing interest in collaborating with me. I had my doubts. I discovered that many of the so-called AI on the market are actually just advanced algorithms, often rule-based. Some rule-based algorithms, they don't seem to be true AI as people claim. But I thought, why not give it a try, since it seems to be the trend for the future? However, considering my positive experiences with BQool's customer service and overall support, it's a company that I have a lot of confidence in. I decided to give it a try. I chose a few new ASINs to manage with BQool's AI advertising. In addition to the AI tools, they also provided Riley as a professional account manager to assist with strategy and offer feedback on our ad strategies and needs. This approach can gradually achieve the desired results with minimal input from me. When I used to set up rule-based systems, I had to clarify my own thought process and translate it into rule-based logic for the system to follow. Now each week I can review the reports and discuss my strategies, including ACOS, ad budget, and impression. This feedback is then incorporated into the AI, which continues to adjust accordingly in the following week. Through this iterative process, I feel the AI has been advancing in the right direction and doing so rapidly. For example, when I first set it up, I specified that the number of initial orders should remain and the ACOS should decrease. The AI has followed these guidelines, making real-time bid adjustments and continuously monitoring performance. I find the software to be both challenging and promising, and I'm confident it's worth investing in.